death row less than 24 hours out from execution. And despite legal wrangling, Governor Mike Parson says the state will carry out the sentence. This evening, the state's high court denied an appeal that would have saved Marcellus Williams' life.
He has been on death row for more than 2 decades after being convicted of a former Post-Dispatch reporter's murder. Tonight, Deion Braxton is live in Clayton, breaking down the court's decision today and what's next for this case. Deion.
Corey, the last hope is for the U.S. Supreme Court to intervene. Just a few hours ago, we interviewed Governor Parson, and he pretty much gave his answer away when members of the media asked him about granting clemency, even though the victim in this case doesn't want Marcellus Williams to be executed. Now, just a few minutes ago, we had protesters out here trying to get people to call public officials to save the life of Marcellus Williams. But today, Williams' attorneys threw some Hail Marys to the federal and state Supreme Courts. His attorneys say the prosecutor who handled the 2001 conviction and contaminated the murder weapon violated the Constitution by excluding a juror on racial bias. But the Missouri Supreme Court wasn't convinced, neither was Governor Parson.
Regardless who's here today, didn't give the death sentence. A jury of his peers give the death sentence, and a judge didn't. It's been upheld through the courts. But when it comes to me, it's not about whether it's right or wrong at that point. It's really about, has the process been served throughout here of all the due process that they've had? And then when they get to that point, we say, okay, we think that everything's been done that should have been done.
Unless the U.S. Supreme Court intervenes, Marcellus Williams will be executed in Bonne Terre tomorrow at 6 p.m. Live in Clayton, Deion Braxton, First Alert 4.
All right, Deion, thank you. And St. Louis County prosecuting attorney Wesley Bell releasing a statement responding to the court's decision, saying in part, even for those who disagree on the death penalty, when there is a shadow of a doubt of any defendant's guilt, the irreversible punishment of execution should not be an option. Our office has questions about Mr. Williams' guilt, but also about the integrity of his conviction. For those reasons, we will continue to do everything in our power to save his life.
Tonight,